Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Teeohh here, and I am back with the pickups. In this episode, I'll be posting my pickups from the 22nd of January through the 28th of January. So, all this was on a week time frame, and I was pretty satisfied. No, it was actually the 21st. My bad. The 21st. But regardless of week time frame, I got some pretty good stuff. I could have gotten, a couple better deals. Things I probably shouldn't have bought, couldn't have bought, but you know what? Hey, whatever. We got them here anyways. So, let's get to the point, shall we? So, first up here, I met down with Phil, the game repair mastermind. Fantastic guy. If you're in the area and you need consoles fixed and you already don't know about Phil, I'll put his Facebook and stuff down below. You're welcome, Phil. So, he can fix literally anything and more. It's great. So, I met down there to get some consoles from him, as well as buy this bad boy off of him. So, in total, I had to spend $11 on my consoles getting fixed because he ended up buying one of the consoles that was being fixed. So, it only ran me $11. And then, adding this on top, made it up to $15. So, $4 for this bad boy here. Missing its manual, but still awesome. We got the Ren and Stimpy Show. The Ren and Stimpy Show presents. That's a very tiny text. Holy shit. Stimpy's invention. So Ren and Stimpy's invention. In short term. I'm trying to go for all the Nickelodeon games, or as many as I can. As you should probably know by now, I'm beating a dead horse. But you know what? The dead horse will still keep being kicked because I don't know who watched these videos. I don't get specific viewership like it's a Snapchat or Instagram or something. Or an Instagram, I just said. Oh my god, I feel like I'm a 40-year-old woman. Anyways, but, I don't see who watched this, so I don't know if people are new to the channels, but I gotta explain everything. Let me get it off the belt here. Going for Nick stuff, going for Tony Hawk stuff, GameCube, Dreamcast, and Wii U stuff. So if you're new, you know that now. If you're not new, sorry. So that was cool to get. Thank you, Phil. And then we always meet down at the Saint Society Vincent de Paul de Thrift. I don't know. De bullshit. Whatever the thrift shop's called in Sharpsburg. I don't know. 99 cents. I got a game. Oh my god. I was gonna say GameCube. A Nintendo DS charger. It's a third party, but still, DS chargers always come in handy. Especially when I got a bunch I'm trying to sell off. And in the PRG, one of the owners, I believe, or one of the bosses of the store a few blocks down from that thrift shop, which I can never remember the name of for the life of me. And why would you expect me to? It's a tongue twister. But they put in the PRG that, oh, hey, we're mostly a collectible shop, but we do have games. So I'm like, okay. So I walked down a few blocks, went to D&E's Collectibles down in Sharpsburg. Great store. Great store. If you're looking for collectibles and all, great store. If you're looking for video games, great stuff, great prices. You really can't complain there. So I went down there and I spent $20. I bought this at first because I thought I caught him slipping, but you know what? I realized I was just a dumbass. So for $4, I got Fester's Quest, another copy. I thought I got him slipping, but no, they're right on the money. Worth a shot. I mean, this just shows how much I know about NES. I thought this was a more expensive game for some reason a couple years ago. When I first got it, I thought it was more, but yeah, whatever. Fester's Quest, somebody will want it. And this, ooh, I was gonna show this last, but whatever, it's here. I got for $8. He had some N64 manuals, and I was gonna get a couple more, but I only wanted this one. Got this bad boy for $8, and well worth it. Still don't have the game or the box, but hey, that's awesome. The manual for Conker's Bad Fur Day. Yeah. So if anybody needs this, I'm totally open for trades. Open for trades. N64 is not really my biggest aspiration, but some of this is still cool to get, and I'd rather, trade it to somebody who would need it than just have it sit. So let me know if you're in the area and need this. We'll work something out, most certainly. And then, let's see here. The rest, let's see, these were GameCube games here were $2. Throwback from my childhood, which for $2, hated this game so much. Universal Studios Theme Parks Adventure. I had this game growing up. Let me tell you. I don't even understand the concept. You walk around the park, and you're supposed to play mini games. I don't know if it's just because I was like 6 or 5 or whatever how old I was when I was doing this. But the concept of it is so difficult. Like, it doesn't even really specifically give you any implication of what to do, of how to do anything. So, I had to get this game for the set again, because apparently when I was younger I sold it off, and that was a pretty damn good choice of mine. And then got a label variant here, Finding Nemo Player's Choice. Not bad at all. For $2 as well. And this is missing its disc, so I got it for free. Friends, well, trivia. I already have this game, but hey, got a case for it now. So if anybody has a loose copy of Friends, I got a case for you. Don't know why you would have a loose copy of that game, but hey, I don't judge. I mean, look at half the shit I get in my pickups videos. You probably judge, but some of you don't. But you get the gist of it. No one's perfect here. So anyways, they had a bin of, actually there's a little box, of $1 games untested. So I'm like, okay, let me sift through here, pick some things I wanted, pick some things, and this is what I got. Greatest hits of Final Fantasy X, not for $1. Definitely get it. This one looked really cool. It's a Namco title, We Heart Katamari? I think that's how you pronounce it. Katamari, yeah. So, unless it's Katamari, I don't know. But yeah, cool little game. Since I'm also trying to go for those extreme sports games, more than just Tony Hawk, I should have clarified that. That is my apology there. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2 on the PS2. And lastly, Ratchet & Clank, Up Your Arsenal. It's funny because it's up your arse. But yeah, $1 a piece on those games. And I thought just getting the Bad Fur Day manual was definitely the biggest highlight there. And, knocking a couple more GameCube games off the list, especially some variants. And I'm knocking stuff off of my chair. Sheesh. I'm a mess. So, yeah, that was cool. And then I did a trade with Corey in the PRG. So, we were talking about doing something for a while now. I was supposed to trade him some N64 games in box like a couple months ago. We just kind of put it on the back burner, forgot about it. And then he got this big gaming lot, and I'm like, about like a week or so ago, so that kind of rejuvenated things. And push come to shove, I ended up trading him Hybrid Heaven, complete in box, NBA Live 99, a little tear in it, missing its manual, but everything else. And then in a hard shell case, complete, Olympic Hockey 98 for these games. And I thought, considering those are games I got for cheap anyways, and they're games I'm not going to play, this was worth it. So first off, I got 2 Saturn games here. Actually, these are the only things I got. 2 Saturn games. We got a complete copy of Sonic 3D Blast, my first Sonic game on the Saturn, actually. I mean, there's only a few, but still. So, I was playing this the other night. It's a pretty fun game. Want to get into it eventually, but yeah, I'm just glad to get a AAA title off the list. Sure, even though this is not like an actual Saturn exclusive game. Even though it says on the front, Sega Saturn exclusive, that's a lie, because you got ported to the freaking Genesis. God damn it, Sega. And then I got NBA Jam Tournament Edition because 90s basketball games are fantastic. And I think I have another thing I might be going for. 90s basketball games. Like the arcade style ones. Not like, NBA Live 94. Like, no. Like probably just the arcade ones. I might branch off into that. We'll see. I don't know. Just basketball was always my console. Did I really just say that? Oh my god, basketball was always my sports game of choice when I grew up. Oh my god. Alright, get ready for next generation. The Nintendo's dropping the Switch, and they're having the Nintendo basketball. Get ready for that shit. March 2018 this time. They're putting it on the back burner now. Oh, for the love of God, what is my problem? Anyways, so a few days go by with nothing, and then on Friday, whatever, that's the 27th, sure, I did a trade with Rob in the PRG. And I traded him a Dreamcast controller and got these. As you can tell, the theme's kind of starting here. David Robinson's Supreme Court. David Robinson's a fantastic basketball player, so, glad to get that. And then 2 GameCube games I needed, which he's like, oh, I didn't think anybody would want some of these GameCube games, because they're nothing premier. I'm like, dude, yeah, I need those. So, FIFA Soccer 05 and Tom Clancy's The Sum of All Fears. So, yeah, that's awesome to get. 2 more off the list there. And then I went into Goodwill before I met with him, because we met at the Goodwill in Lawrenceville, which is one of my favorite Goodwills of all time. And so I go in there, waiting for him to get there. There like 20 minutes early maybe because I wanted to shop. So in the regular section, $2. $2 a piece here. I got Mist 4 Revelation, about a $10 game for $2. Yeah, so that's cool to get. And I'm really glad to get this, really glad. We got Invader Zim Volume 1 Doom Doom Doom. This is like a 2004 DVD release. It's not one of those, I can't remember what the branding is when they did the recent ones of like 2013, 2014 of these old cartoons. Even though Invader Zim's not even that old. But I think it still re-released it. But 2004 release of this, yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. That is freaking awesome for $2. And then, drum roll please, Nostalgia Trip coming in hot. It's not really that nostalgic, but hey, to me it is, because this was part of growing up for me, even though it was only about 7-8 years ago. Something like that. I got another 360, guys. $10, popping, Goodwill. You know, it's got the hard drive. I got the, ended up getting a power supply with it. So I saw this, I'm like, it was just put out that day. I'm like, sweet, let me see if I can test this thing. Because I've had awful luck testing out OG Xboxes. Or 360s. What the hell am I talking about? 360s at Goodwill. Because they never have the right power supply, power brick that will fit into the 360. Nor do they have the right, you know, prong connector, whatever you want to call it, the connector piece into the power brick that goes to the wall. They never have the correct wire. So I thought it was going to be shit out of luck, but first one I find fits in. I'm like, oh, dude, this is great. So I'm like, okay, it's one of those. It's a three pronger. So I'm like, okay, let me find this. I searched through like a bin in the where the power bricks are. I found one. I'm like, oh my god, let's do this. Plugged it in, got it all working. I found like a composite cable or something. Plugged it into the testing TV. Turned the bad boy on. This son of a bitch right here has the NXE dashboard, which I've always wanted to find a console that had the original launch dashboard, like the OG original 360 release dashboard. Because to me, I've always loved that dashboard. I don't know what you guys prefer. You know, NXE, I liked NXE. I have no problem with it, but just to me, something about the original dashboard just rings home with me. It really does. It's just a clean design. I really just like it. But NXE, I checked the date of the dashboard in the settings. 2010, the last thing this was updated on, and it's an OG. Doesn't have an HDMI port, which I think that's why I called it the OG Xbox. But that's kind of a lie, because it's not. So yeah, $10 for this bad boy. I got the power supply for they're $5 on top, because it's always nice to get 360 power supplies. You never know when they're gonna come in handy. And then lastly, from that Goodwill, for $5 as well, because literally everything accessory-wise there is $5, and it's great. A 120 gigabyte hard drive. Yeah, I will take that in a heartbeat. Thank you, Goodwill. Thank you. And then lastly. Yesterday, which is the 28th, I went out game hunting with Gunstar Adam from the PRG. And let me tell you, I haven't had that much fun game hunting in a long ass time. I really haven't. First off, as soon as I got in the car, he gave me this as a gift. He's like, check the glove compartment. I'm like, I got something. I'm like, okay. Complete copy of Echo the Tides of Time on the Game Gear. He had an extra. She was like, I think, you'd enjoy it. Give it to a good home. I'm like, boy, thanks, dude. So I was very appreciative of this. Adam, you're a boss. Oh, and also, as I said in the first, he's Gunstar Adam. Why did I say that? Well, because that's what he goes by, because he's also a fellow YouTuber. Yep, I'll put his channel down below. Check Phil out, but check Adam out first, then Phil. Or whatever order you choose. They're both as important. But, yeah, Adam is the man. Thank you so much, dude. This is going, yeah. Actually, I'll tell you one of his pickups. We went to Half Price Books in Monroeville, and he ended up getting for $10 the Echo 1 and 2 soundtrack of like the in-game music. We were listening to it on the way back home in the car. It was honestly very relaxing. There was something about it. It was just so calming. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, thank you, Adam. But yeah, check them out as well. So we did that. Then we hit up 5 exchanges and 2 other games, 2 other stores. One was Half Price Books, which I didn't score at. The other one was Game Again, which then again I didn't score at. I only scored at the exchanges, and I got something from each exchange. So that's awesome. First one was the exchange in downtown. I believe the one on Smithfield Street. I think it's by the 7-Eleven, which is by the Trader Electronics. If you know, if you're from Pittsburgh, you should know what I'm talking about. So for $3 there, I'm like, oh, cool, because they have GameCube games that are going under $5, which usually their minimum price for a game is $6, and sometimes they'll have a couple sports games that are below like $2.50. It's like, Tiger Woods 03 and like Madden 02 are usually the victims. I don't even know if I call them victims. Just call them unfortunate things that shouldn't exist. But they exist. So they've been doing that recently. They're putting games under $5. I mean, they're not the greatest titles, but they're things I need. I'm like, okay, for $3, I can rock with that. So for $3 complete, I got Legends of Wrestling 2 on the GameCube. Didn't have this one actually. I think I had it like disc only or something. I don't remember, but got it complete now. $3. I'm not gonna complain. Sadly enough, we went to the other GameStop, the other exchange downtown, a few blocks away. I'm not entirely sure what road that was on because I didn't even realize there was another exchange there in downtown. No, actually I did. I just forgot about it. Actually, that was all it was. So I went there, spent $6. But I went there browsing around, and they had the exact GameCube game, exact same one, $2.50. I could have saved a whopping 50 cents. I wasn't too happy. It's like, of course, I could have gone to the exchange a few blocks down and got it for even cheaper. To me, that was just funny, but still $3 is a fantastic deal, if I do say so myself. But what was also a fantastic deal was getting this bomb-ass Dreamcast game because it's one more off my set. Wallace and Gromit Chicken Run. $5 for this bad boy right there. $5. Hopefully that's visible. Yeah, I'll take a Dreamcast game that's not sports for $5. Yes, please. Yes, please. Then also I got a killer game here for $1. Complete in-box Game Boy swag. Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus. Don't you just want this in your set? Don't you want this in your set? Don't you want to play this every day? I think El Pun might be into this game. Maybe you might be into this game. I might let you borrow it one day. Maybe. I don't know. You can play it on your modded backlit GBA Pokemon edition or whatever Pokemon whatever Game Boy you got backlit by Phil. Play it on here. Play it on there and feel very feminine and Pegasus-y. Sure. But $1 for this, I thought was a joke. Why not get it? But these two aren't jokes. Remember how earlier I mentioned I'm going for Nickelodeon stuff? Well, trying to go to the exchange in Avonworth, but it ended up routing us to the one in Oakland, which we were like confused by, but it ended up working out because, hey, whatever, they were still open. So, $5 here, complete in box. In really damn good shape, too. We got Rugrats Castle Capers. So, that's cool. Really freaking cool. And then we went to the exchange in Avonworth, which we finally got around to that one. And for $2.50, and unfortunately there's another damn sticker on the box, which I didn't realize there was another sticker on top, or beneath it, so it's going to look like shit, but thank God the side label is A-okay. Rugrats, I Gotta Go Party on the Game Boy Advance. Complete as well, so hey, not bad. There's only, from what I can tell, there was only 3 Rugrats games released on the Game Boy Advance, that is. So, getting 2 out of 3 in one day for $7.50, I'm not going to complain. And then lastly, my last pickup, which I noticed it, but it didn't click. Until, like, I literally got right up to it and then stared at it for a minute. And then as I was starting to walk away, I'm like, wait a minute. Is that what I think it is? I'm like, oh my God, you're coming with me. You're coming with me. For $6, Monroeville Exchange. Let me tell you. Make a trip out there to Monroeville Exchange if you're in the area. Probably easily the best selection of gaming stuff I've ever seen in an exchange. Fantastic selection. Fantastic. $6 in this bad boy. And my screen's starting to black out again. We haven't had that happen in a long time, boys and girls. We haven't had that happen in a long time. But complete in box Dreamcast mouse. Like, yes, please. As I mentioned in the beginning to you newbies out there, I'm going for Dreamcast set. The Dreamcast set and Dreamcast stuff. That's what I meant to say. English is apparently still not my first language after almost 3 years of doing this now. But, yeah, this is awesome. This is damned awesome. I already got the keyboard, courtesy of Orphan Media, like 2-3 years ago, something like that. But, yeah, now I got the mouse box with it too, and there's your proof that it was $6 right there. I'm not complaining. Still got the little styrofoam on the end of the plug-in port anyways. And also, they did have they had a keyboard there as well for the Dreamcast, $10. It was the SegaNet version. I have one that just says Dreamcast, but this one said SegaNet, and I'm like, ooh. I was tempted to get it as well, but I need to save some money for dinner, which we ended up going to Dairy Queen Grill and Chill after we were at Game Again, which, Grill and Chill at 9 o'clock, down in some chicken finger baskets. Oh yeah, me and Adam had a good time there. But it had a little crack in the keyboard, so I'm like, you know what, I'll just pass on it. But a really eventful and nostalgic week, I must say. I mean, a lot of awesome stuff in my eyes. I mean, it's very, you know, to some people, you might look at it and think, oh, that's not awesome. You got 2 Rugrats games. Like, what the hell are you doing? Why would you get Rugrats games? You should be collecting all the Mega Mans. Like, not everyone's the same. I'm sorry. If you come to my channel, you should know I get games like this. I get stuff like this. I keep buying consoles relentlessly. And I buy stuff that I really don't even have a need for, but still get it. And I like to act weird with people. That's me. So, that's why these pickups are good to me and might be shit to you. Oh well. Perspective is key. But anyways, I don't even know why the hell I'm rambling. That's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give a thumbs up down below. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. You'll see more videos like this, as well as what else I got to bring to the table. A lot of stuff is coming up. A lot of stuff with music. A lot of other series. I just got to get those on the road because one series I wanted to do for the longest time, I can't. I got to get another damn capture device to do it. And I think I've already made a complaint about this before in like some video It feels like years ago, but it was actually over the summer, which was summer 2016, which seems like it was literally just 2000 BC. It's ridiculous how much time has passed and how fast it's going. But, yeah, I want to do that and some other stuff. But anyways, I need to quit rambling as I said I should about a minute ago. So once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I'll talk to you guys next time.